Welcome back to lesson 4 of the Python programming course. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at logical conditions and indentation. So I'm just going to go through these two concepts first, and then we're going to look at some code examples that utilize them. Logical conditions are conditions that either return a true or false value. For example, we can ask, is someone tall enough to ride this ride? It's either true or false. There's no maybe. You either need to be greater than or equal to the minimum height ride. So it's a logical condition. So computers use binary data, which is either true or false, on or off, 0 or 1. So all the decisions a computer makes need to be conditional, logical conditional statements. With that being said, we're going to move on to the example now. So what I'm going to get you to do is copy down this code. So age equals 10 if age is less than 15, colon, print. You are too young to watch this movie. So you can pause the video here. Okay, so now that you've written the coding, let's run it and see what happens. I'm going to run the code and it says you are too young to watch this movie. So let's break down what's actually happening in our code. So our first line of code should make sense to you, but let's just go through it anyway. We're saying age, that's our variable name, and we're assigning it the value, the equal symbol, of 10. So we're saying the age variable is equal to 10. Now this next line, where it looks a little bit confusing. So what we're saying is if, the keyword if, and then we've got our variable age, then we've got an operator here, and then we've got the value 15. Finally, we have a colon. So there's quite a few things going on here. And I'm just going to scroll down this documentation for a moment to just show you the operators. So there are a few different operators for our logical conditions, and these logical conditions are how we can get a true or false value. We're asking a question that can only be true or false. So the options are is equal to, so we're asking is something this value? It's either yes or no. Not equal to, once again, it's only a yes or no. Greater than or less than, and you can see this less than symbol here is the one we've used. So we're asking is the age less than 15? And then we've got greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. So we're looking at our code and we see that we are checking is the age less than 15? And we know that 10 is less than 15, right? So we know that this condition is going to be true. When we finish declaring a logical statement, we must always use the colon symbol. And this colon symbol tells us that we've finished asking the statement. If we don't include that, the code's going to be confused because it doesn't know when we've finished asking the statement. So see how I tried to run my code and it says syntax error. And it's telling me it expects a colon, right? It's saying expected colon. So I'm going to put that colon back. We run it. It says you are too young to watch this movie. But if we look at this next line, we've got a big space at the start of it, right? And that's because this line is indented. Indentation is used after a statement. And that indented line, or lines, we could have multiple lines that are indented. Line 2, I'll just run this to show you. Whoop. These indented lines only happen if the statement beforehand is true. So, both of these lines are indented, so they're only going to work if the age is less than 15. So we're going to change it to a value that is not less than 15, like 44. And we're going to run it, and nothing happens, because these two lines are only going to happen if our age is less than 15. So let's add another line, but let's remove the indentation from it. And what does it ask us to put in my example? Thank you for using the movie rating bot. So we're going to put that in. Thank you for using the movie rating bot. Right, I'm going to run that. And my age is still 44, so it's not going to tell me I'm too young, but it's going to tell me thank you for using the bot. So this line of code, it still happens, even though this line is not true. And that's because it is not indented. So when we have a statement, we indent all the lines that should only happen if that statement is true. Then we return to our regular indentation, so no indentation, and then the rest of the code will continue. Now it's important to know that when we run code, it runs one line at a time. So when it gets to this line, it checks, is this true? If at this point the age is less than 15, it will print this line. We could then say the age is equal to 11, right? So now the age is younger, but because we say this after this check has already been done, this print will never appear. So I run it and you can see it doesn't appear. So the other thing you need to be aware of is the sequence of our code. If I didn't declare the age before I printed and I said age equals 11 here, I would get an error because at this point in the code, the variable age doesn't exist. And you can see it says age is not defined. We haven't given it a value. So it's really important that we sequence our code correctly as well. Now, continuing on with this movie rating bot example, there is one other thing we're missing, and this is the else. So when we declare a statement, it's either going to be true or false, but sometimes we want it to do something, even if it's not true. In this case, we need to tell the user that they are old enough to watch the movie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say else, and because this is a statement, else is everything else. So it's either true or false. So we don't actually need to add any other declaration to else. We just put our colon in, and then we'll add the print function. So you are old enough to watch this movie. I'm just going to do the same thing that I put in the documentation for consistency. So you are old enough to watch this movie. And now I'm going to change the age to 33. I'm going to run it. It says you are old enough to watch this movie. Thank you for using the bot. And then I'll change it to 11. And it says you are too young. Thank you for using the bot. So our program can actually make a decision based on the type of data that we have given it. Now, there's one last thing I just want to quickly go through before you move on to the task and the challenge task. And that is the data type. So we are working with an integer here. So it's really important that our data types when making comparisons are the same. Because you, just like with a mathematical operator, you can't compare the word 11 to the number 15. So if I try and run this now, because it's a string, it can't check if a string is less than a number, right? Because that makes no sense. Because this string is essentially a word. Like, you can't check if red is less than 15. They don't compute. So it's really important that you are using the same data types when you're making these comparisons. So just be careful of that. And with that being said, you can now move on to today's task and today's challenge task.